Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't usually post very many real estate videos because I run out of time. They sell before I can get a video made, which is crazy, but I got lucky. It's the beginning of the year and it's been rather slow and cold, very, very cold. And it's starting to warm up and listings are starting to come back on. So what do I have here? I have a video today on how to identify value when nobody sees value. I'm gonna take my glasses off because they tinted up because it's sunny out. So how do you know what has value? Well, this house is vacant. Something you need to know. When we come as realtors to look at your house, because you're gonna put it up for sale, I am very well known to give lists. You need to do this, and this, and you can maximize your money. Now, number one, in all the years I've been doing real estate, this has worked every time. People say, my house is clean. And I say, no, it's not. You won't find any dirt. And I said, well, if I find any dirt, will you do what I ask? And they always say, yes. And I always find a big pile of dirt, usually within a minute. One time, there was no pile of dirt. But I wanted to see. The house was very clean when I got there. I wasn't even gonna mention it, but breaks the ice. And of course, they felt pretty superior because I didn't find any dirt. Number one, your house has to be clean. Number two, landscaping. Number three, staging. Number four, HDR photography. Number five, making it available. Number six, making sure it's perfect. Number seven, making sure it's perfect. Number eight, making sure it's perfect. No, I'm not a skipping record. You gotta do these things, but you're not always able to. So here we are in a beautiful vacant house that quite frankly is in a below average location. But is it? Now most people think drive and boulevard means busy street. I live on a drive and I live on a very quiet street. How is that possible? Sometimes that's just how it works. But do you want a busier street out front and no traffic at the back? Or do you want no traffic in the front and lots of traffic in the back? This is a quandary, especially if you're getting in the middle city. A lot of people call this community I'm in right now inner city. It is not and never will be. But you're close to LRT, shopping, all those things. So what am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you. This house has some features that people are just going to absolutely miss out on because it's not pristine clean. And there's a couple of little things that could be done here to make it look like that, but it's not going to happen. So how do you find this value as a buyer? Because most people are just going to move on because they don't think, you know, I put a little bit of elbow grease in, get a shovel, do a little digging, clean out, do a little landscaping. Not a lot of money. $500 to $1,000 would change this house significantly, but it would be a lot of work, and people don't want to do work. Or do you? Well, if you want to do work and you want to get yourself a deal in a community right now where the lowest price house at the filming of this video is $585,000. This house is $500,000. Wow. Does that 585 have a few upgrades this one doesn't have? For sure, especially in the basement. But for $85,000, that's a lot of money. You can do a lot with $85,000. So, first thing, off to the kitchen we go. Corian countertops. These right here are Corian countertops. Extremely expensive, but most people aren't going to notice that this house has Corian countertops because of what I said earlier. But you need to recognize this. Now let's go look at the next thing. Well, we're back from the kitchen. Next thing, gotta go to the bathroom. So let's go to the bathroom. Here we are in the main bath. The main bath has been completely retiled up to the ceiling and back down again. And this is a very nice tile job. Unfortunately, they left the window, as you can see, and that's not a great thing. That can be fixed very easily though. And the rest of the bathroom is not that bad, but most people are gonna see this and think, oh, I'm out of here. Nah, you're missing out. We're back from the bathroom. Now we got to go down into the basement. Oh, this is a great one, especially with natural gas prices being up. Let's go to the basement. Here we go. We're in the furnace room, and here's the next thing. The furnace of this house has been upgraded with a Carrier Weathermaker 8000 a few years ago. Most houses in this neighborhood do not have upgraded furnaces. They're maintained a little better than this, but they haven't been upgraded. So they fall for the nice clean look instead of the brand new furnace that was put in a couple years ago. Let's go to the next thing. Did you see that? Did you see the furnace? You're not gonna have to worry about furnace, and your natural gas bill will be lower. Next one in the basement. Now this one is gonna be very hard to show, because here we are in the basement. But this window here has been completely redone. Now originally, the window that was in this basement might have come to here. This is an egress window, and as you can see outside the window, there's some cement blocks that they didn't bother to haul away. Again, very simple to fix and very low cost to fix. Come in with a spade and a little bit of work. Next thing you know, you got beautiful window wells. Another thing that most people will miss on this house. See? Egress windows. Now, if you don't live in the city that I live in, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, you might not know what I'm talking about. But when you're putting bedrooms into basements, you have to have egress windows. They have to be a certain size. These windows have that size. And last but not least, let's go outside. Now, what am I looking at? I don't know. Looks all fuzzy and what in the world is this? Well, this is the back door. This is a sunroom that was attached. Now, honestly, I don't think this sunroom really has much value, but it has a huge yard. The yard faces west, and there are no houses to the west. No houses. And this alleyway is paved, which is rare, and you can only get in one way. So there is no traffic in the back of this house. And it's flat. Look at this. Perfectly flat going to the back. A couple of steps to get to the front door, but perfectly flat going to the back. And if you're wondering what that is over there, that is a church. So there you go. Here's a house that's $85,000 cheaper than anything else in the community. Just needs a couple little things to really spriff it up. Has a couple of things that most people might not like. And the one thing I didn't show you in the video is the shingles were done in the last 5 years, so you're not going to be worried about any shingling. There you go. So come on down. If you want someone that knows how to find value as a buyer, give me a call. And if you want to know someone that can create value when you're selling your house and selling your house for more, I'm the guy. You know how to get a hold of me. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the future.